Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about the month of November if you're a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So this month for you is going to be very much focused on having fun, a lot of partying, a lot of creativity in your life this month. You will also have a lot of romance in the month of November as well. It's going to be a very positive time for you, not just for like having fun, but also you may find yourself traveling very frequently this month. And this is going to be your turning point with your career. I feel like you may find yourself more frequently in the spotlight. You may also find yourself more successful, like you could receive a promotion, you could receive a raise. There will be some sort of major focus on success and achievement this month. And you may also find yourself just traveling more frequently. You may find yourself traveling for the holidays. You may also find yourself traveling just for fun. Like you could have some sort of event to go to across the country, or you may find yourself going to a concert that you might need to travel for, or something that is really fun. You'll have some sort of door of opportunity open for travel for you. Your creativity will be at an all-time high, and for you as a Pisces rising, creativity tends to be your strength. You're also very spiritual, being a Pisces rising or sun or moon, and this is going to be a time where you're going to feel the most creative you have in a really long time. You may also find yourself rediscovering yourself and really seeing yourself for who you really are. And as we really get into November, you're going to start to have a lot more clarity there, and also start to have a lot more clarity as to where you really want to be, like what you really want your career to become, where you want to become, what kind of person do you want to become in 10, 20, 30 years. This is going to have a major theme of this for you. You may also find yourself more in the spotlight if you create content, if you create music, if you create any sort of video content. You may find yourself with having a lot of attention on you during this time, and you will also see the success. This is like a time of great success for you this month, and you will have a lot of lucky things that will happen at the same time. This is also going to be peak creativity, so that you may have some sort of major revelation about what you want to accomplish, and then you will actually achieve that. You may have some visions of a creative project that you begin, and it may really elevate you into the spotlight, and you may become more successful after you create that. On November 4th, we will have Mars enter the sign of Sagittarius, and for you, you may find yourself putting more energy into your career, who you want to be in the long run, who you want to be in 10, 20, 30 years. You may also find yourself working harder in order to receive a promotion, or also just be more visible in the spotlight. This might be your turning point where you start hustling on social media, where you start working really hard to be seen. You may also start working harder in order to become more successful, and if you have to create a project for work or a project for school, you may also find yourself just pushed more into the limelight naturally. It's like you're going to be putting a lot of effort there, but the success will come. On November 7th, we will have the planet Venus enter the sign of Scorpio, and for you, this is going to be a time where you're going to start to travel and have a lot of focus on growing your knowledge. This is also a very spiritual place, so you may start to really look towards astrology to help you navigate your day-to-day, and you may also find yourself just like turning towards these themes in order to become more successful as well. You may have a major spiritual breakthrough during this time, and you may also be just more focused on themes of astrology or other spiritual occult themes. And it's very likely that you will have a major door of opportunity open for you for travel. So this could be a sudden business trip. This could be receiving a travel opportunity to go to an exclusive event. On the 8th of November, Uranus will go back into the sign of Taurus. We have been experiencing Uranus retrograde since about September, and on November 8th, we will experience Uranus retrograde go back into the sign of Taurus after transiting the sign of Gemini. When it goes back into the sign of Taurus for you, this is going to be a time where you start rethinking your communication skills. You may also have some sort of unexpected idea to write a book, or perhaps you have some sort of new idea to kind of like start a podcast, start creating a podcast. I feel like for you, things are going to be rooted in your own creativity during this time. So you may find yourself focused more so on creating something around communications. This is like writing a book, creating a podcast, creating a TikTok page, a YouTube channel, that sort of thing. We will have Mercury retrograde this month. It is going to start in the sign of Sagittarius on November 9th. It will go back into the sign of Scorpio on the 19th, and on the 29th, we will have Mercury turn direct in the sign of Scorpio. And for you, when you experience this is like a lot of focus on philosophy, higher learning, but also success, longevity, career achievements, and also like your legacy. It's like you're thinking about things 10, 20, 30 years into the future and how you yourself can be very successful, like seeing yourself in the future and where you want to be in the future and be working towards that level, like working towards that opportunity. You may find yourself really working hard and really thinking about how you can achieve what you want to achieve in this time frame. When Mercury goes back into the sign of Scorpio, this is going to be a time where you really start to think about your higher education, and if you need to really like take steps to get a MBA, a higher education degree, some sort of doctorate, some sort of certificate to help you level up into the place you want to be. You may also find yourself just like working harder to expand your knowledge during this time as well. On November 11th or 11/11, we will have Jupiter retrograde. For you, this is like rethinking your creative projects and also like rethinking the things that you create creatively in order to become more successful. So you may find yourself rethinking a project. You may also just find yourself rethinking what you're doing creatively so you can level up. This is like very much tied to the fact that you're gonna have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. And so it's like you're rethinking these themes of like success, wanting to be successful, and then changing what you do creatively in order to achieve that. This might be starting a new revenue stream, starting a content page, starting something like that in order for you to achieve that. We will have Jupiter retrograde starting on 11/11 or November 11th, and it will continue until March 2026. On the 22nd of November, we will have the sun enter the sign of Sagittarius. And for you, this is just like more focus on success. I feel like you will have some sort of successful project after the 22nd, because even though sun transits aren't necessarily the most glamorous transits, whenever you have the sun transit a house, it brings and illuminates that area of your life. It shines a light on it. When you think about the literal sun in the sky, which we're talking about the planet anyway, it literally shines light on the subject of what Sagittarius represents for you. For you, this is success, this is achievement, this is like where you want to be in the future. This is what you want to be known for. This is your longevity. So you're going to have this major spotlight on this energy for the next month or so. And you'll have more travel opportunities as well. So it's like focusing on success, having success come towards you, and also just leveling up in general. This is a transit that puts a major spotlight on your success, on your achievements, and you will find success and achievements come your way. This is also going to be a time that you're going to be more than likely to receive a promotion or just have some sort of trending content, something involving spotlight energy. On Thanksgiving, we will have a few transits happening the same day. You will have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, as well as Saturn turning direct in your sign in the sign of Pisces. If you travel on Thanksgiving, I would say be cautious around travel delays. If you're flying anywhere on Thanksgiving, you may have some sort of flight change. You may also have some like traffic on that day too. There might be something around getting from place to place for you involving like long travel, like planes, cars, getting in traffic, that sort of thing. Be cautious on Thanksgiving and plan accordingly, because this is more than likely going to be happening for you because it affects your Scorpio house. So you may have some sort of something happening with travel that day. But in general, you may start to have a better kind of like vision of yourself as well. Like you may have people around you that day really hype you up, and you may also see yourself for who you really are that day. And you'll have like your friendships and like your family members see you as somebody who is like very successful, independent person on Thanksgiving. They'll see you in a very, very positive light that day. Especially with the sun in the sign of Sagittarius, you'll have a lot of success on you, and like a lot of people will see you as a very successful person on Thanksgiving. But be very cautious about travel delays. Like think about anything along the lines of traffic to plane flight delays, that sort of thing. So I would just kind of keep that in mind whenever you're traveling on Thanksgiving. This will continue like the week before Thanksgiving too. So just a word for the wise, cautious around travel during Thanksgiving. On the 29th, we will have Mercury turn direct. So this is going to make travel easier for you. If you travel back home after the 29th, things will be a little bit easier. It still won't be 100% perfect, but it will be easier and things will be a lot better for you for travel. You may also begin to have a clearer picture of yourself and where you want to be with your success, your longevity, where you want to be with your legacy 10, 20 years from now. And when we reach November 30th, we will have Venus enter the sign of Sagittarius. And for you, this is a place of really great success. You may also receive your promotion, you may receive an award and an accolade, something involving success on the 30th, and that will continue into December. You will continue to have a lot of success. You may also receive like some sort of promotion, or you may also find yourself having trending content online, like trending photos or videos. You might also have like a viral video on YouTube or any sort of social media platform as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more astrology updates.